Hey everybody, welcome to TIW Podcast. I'm Eric, and today I'm talking about the new comics that I picked up on September 25th, 2019. Plus one comic I picked up a couple of days later. I'm recording this on Friday. Technically it's Saturday now. It's well after midnight. But this evening, Friday evening, at the Ogden Theater, I saw Babymetal perform live, and it was freaking awesome. And their opening band was Avatar. They were like a Swedish metal band, and they were pretty cool too. But I was there to see Babymetal, and it was fantastic. And I wish I could go to more of their shows. And like their tour is like so close to what I'm about to be doing that I totally could have done this trip as a road trip and saw Babymetal in Utah on the way to Phoenix. Gone to see Monday Night Raw, and then see them on Tuesday night, and it all could have worked out if I had even thought about it like way ahead of time. But now it's too late. It's too late now. Set on the current path of going to do other stuff that's going to be awesome as well. But anyway, I really recommend, if you have a chance to see Babymetal live, go see them live. It's awesome. And they have a new album coming out on October 11th called Metal Universe or something like that. I don't remember what it's called. But anyway, this is relevant because they have a graphic novel that is called Apocrypha, The Legend of Babymetal. Discover the myth of the worldwide music sensation Babymetal. Tasked with defeating the forces of darkness and division, the metal spirits must travel through a variety of eras of time, assuming different forms and identities. What we are seeing is not the Babymetal of the present. It's the original story based on Babymetal you've never heard before. The long-hidden metal spirits apocrypha of the metal resistance will emerge. So it is as told by the prophet of the fox god. And I didn't realize, because I've never been to one of their live shows before. I haven't actually watched any of their like music videos and stuff. I've just listened to their music, and they do, instead of the metal sign, they do a fox god sign, which is the same as the Too Sweet sign, and I love that. So it makes me like this band even more. So yeah, I'm looking forward to reading that graphic novel and hearing their new album. I pre-ordered it on vinyl, so hopefully I'll get that at the end of my trip when I get back, sometime around there, or a little bit later than that. Whatever. It comes out October 11th. They have a big where are they at? They're at the Forum in Los Angeles. Have a huge show on the day the album comes out, and that's also the same day that I'll be back in Las Vegas just for SmackDown that night. If I had thought about this, I would prefer to have gone to this awesome show, but oh well. I got to see them in Denver, and that's awesome too. All right, into the comics that came out this week. First, the comics that I read. I only read 3 of them so far. Pretty much everything else I am one or more issue behind on, so I couldn't dive right into those. And then I started reading one that I'll talk about in a second, but it's a long book, and I was getting sleepy, so I didn't. I stopped after like 4 or 5 pages, something like that. But I really like what I've read so far. But books that I did finish reading, The Dark Crystal: Age of Resistance, number 1 of 12. I feel like I'd probably enjoy this more if I was caught up on the Netflix series. And I don't like it as much as the other comic series under the Dark Crystal, or Beneath the Dark Crystal, or whatever it's called. I like that one more because it's more it has a little bit more supernatural type stuff in that book, like the elemental stuff and like all those different things. This is just kind of more of a straightforward. Uh, I mean, it's still fantasy and it still has creatures and stuff, but it doesn't have that like magical environment type of feel to it, in my opinion. But it's still pretty good. I like it so far. Faithless number 6. This is the final issue until next year, and I felt like it was kind of abrupt where this issue leads. Everything else, like the all the other 5 books, are just kind of like small steps forward in the story kind of thing, but this one like jumps a lot, progresses a lot, and yeah, I'm not sure how I feel about it. I'll keep reading it, but yeah, I feel like now that all 6 of these issues and like that are like one story arc, that I should go back and read all 6 of them right in a row, because I think having that month in between reading each of them hurts the story, at least personally, my remembering of the story a little bit. And then we have Ghost Spider issue number 2, where Gwen continues to try to get a handle on going to school, going to college, university in another dimension. And we have the Jackal going after her, and things are she's confident in how things are going, and it might not be so great. So I'm looking forward to more seeing what happens next. So those are the 3 books that I read this week. I think my favorite of the 3 is Ghost Spider. And I'm looking for. I still need to go back and read the rest of Spider-Gwen, Ghost Spider. But since I already jumped into this one, I'm like caught up, but I have those gaps to fill in. And then Harleen from DC Black Label, book 1 came out, and I started reading this, and it's really good. I like it. It's kind of weird, so far anyway, because we have like a really like beautiful Joker in it. But anyway, I'm really looking forward to reading the rest of this. It's like a solid like 50 pages or so, and it's in that prestige magazine format. And I only have the main cover. I was supposed to get the variant, but the comic shop got only a couple of those instead of like the full amount that they should have had. So hopefully I'll get that next week, and I'll talk about the other cover as well. And then this one I could jump right into, but this one's 100 pages. DC 100-page Scooby-Doo Giant. So they have this series of giant books coming out the next couple of months, one every week, I think it is, but they're each 100 pages, and they're only $5. So what's that? What is that? That's 5 cents a page. That's a pretty good deal. That's a pretty good deal for a comic book. So check that out, and the upcoming other giant issues. There are a couple of them that I wasn't really interested in. I'm not that interested in getting of these giant series, but I felt like it was easier, and I can always like give those away or use them as prizes or whatever, that kind of stuff. But I thought it was easier just to say, oh, just put all of them on the list instead of, because there's only like 1 or 2 out of like the 10 that I was like, yeah, I guess I'd like those. I think it was something like I think it was maybe like a Red Hood giant book or something like that. I don't know. We have the Amazing Spider issue number 30. Carnage there on the cover, pulling like, hey, it looks like Peter Parker's beating the hell up. Batman Curse of the White Knight book 3 came out, and this one doesn't have like a square spine to it. I feel like that's different from the other Curse of the White Knight books. This is another DC Black Label. I don't know if it's only the 3 books. Now I have all of them, but Maybe it's more than just the three. I feel like there hasn't been any Black Label books that are more than 3 issues so far. Like they've all been self-contained in like 2 or 3. We have Jughead's Time Police issue number 4. Here comes the man called Jughead. Is that Old Man Jughead? Interesting. I haven't read any of those yet, and that seems like it'd be a book I would like the most. Justice League Dark issue number 15. I don't know what's going on in there, but we've got the whatever his name is. The variant cover, and it has the detective ape guy. I should be able to remember his name, but I can't. Batman Superman issue number 2, the Shazam Who Laughs. That looks interesting. I thought I had read issue number 1, but turns out I haven't read that one yet, so I couldn't jump right into that one. Betty Page Unbound issue number 4. We have her as, it looks like she's Tinkerbell in this issue. So she's jumped from beyond. She's moved on from being Dynamite characters into public domain characters here. But that should be really fun. I also thought that I was caught up on this. I maybe am caught up on this, but in the app they messed up what issues are which, and so it didn't come up correctly in there as what I already have. If I think that because issue number 2 isn't in there for some, I don't know. But anyway, Batgirl issue number 39, a pretty cool cover with her just jumping. Well, I don't know this doesn't make sense physics wise, or battle wise, why this angle would be occurring, that she'd be face down in a jumping kick, because we're the camera's on the ground looking up in the sky. It's a cool cover, don't get me wrong, but the logic of it has me questioning. Red Sonja and Vampirella meet Betty and Veronica issue number 5. We have them there at the lockers with some type of creature, beast, vampire, whatever. There's shadow coming at them. I can't remember how far I am. I think I've read either 1 or 2 issues of that so far. But I like all of the Archie Comics crossover stuff with other books are so fun. Like the Harley Quinn and Ivy meet Betty and Veronica. That was one of my favorite books. That were just kind of just silly books. Powers of X issue 5 of 6. Getting very close to being able to read sit down and read all those at once. Necessary Evil number 43, or sorry, Mighty Morphin Power Rangers issue number 43. More in the Necessary Evil storyline there. Action Comics issue 1015, where we have making her debut. I believe this is her debut in Action Comics, Naomi, and I need to finish reading the Naomi book before I get to this. I'm really behind on Action Comics anyway, so I think I'll be all right. Shazam issue number 5, a really fun cover here. It's the main cover. Oh, so for Action Comics, I got the A and B covers. So the A cover has Naomi saying, "Stand back, fellas, I've got this," and then Batman and Superman are like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa," in the background there. And then the variant, it's just her looking really badass with Superman looking evil behind her. I don't know why he's looking evil there. I don't know. But Shazam, family feud, but Pedro has his priorities in order. He's there making an order at his in order to make his order at a fast food restaurant. Anyway, I'm a few issues behind on Shazam. Star Wars Adventures issue number 26, plus an all new Tales from Wild Space. We have Rey here on the cover with Luke Skywalker and the Porgs on the steps of the island. So that looks like it'll be some good fun. Maybe a story entirely about their training and stuff that we didn't see in Last Jedi. Detective Comics issue number 1012. We got the variant cover here with Batman about to throw a batarang with it looks like a junk. It's not a junkyard. He's on a pile of bodies. What? He just kill a bunch of guys? I don't know. Supergirl issue number 34. This came out last week, but there was a shortage or something with the variant the variant issues. So another great cover, a great variant cover. We have Supergirl there with Crypto, and a bunch of doves, which are oh crap, what was it called? They're angel pigeons. That's what they call doves, and then pigeons are evil doves. Because they're the same animal. They are the same animal. But we call them different if they're a different color. And that's kind of rude, I think. Just call them both doves or both pigeons, or switch them up. Complete opposite. Angel pigeons. The Superior Spider-Man issue number 11. Man, I need to get on a reading that. How we're already at issue number 11 with that? It seems like it only started a couple of months ago. That's kind of crazy. But anyway, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles issue number 96, 8, 7, 90 something. This guy's gun is covering up the issue number. Let's see if it says on the barcode on the back, so I know exactly how far behind I'm on this. It doesn't say the issue number on the back. It says who did the cover. Okay. Opening it up. All the way up. 98. Issue number 98. So there we go. City at War. Part 6. Warlord of Mars Attacks, issue number 4. I'm a couple more. I'm now 3 issues behind, I think. But a pretty cool cover with the Martians posing with the sword on a pile of bodies. A lot of piles of bodies. Or I guess it's just the one body that they're on top of. It was one body and then the rest of the hill. Dial H for Hero, issue number 7 is Unleash the Power Within. Looks like he's becoming Superman in this one. Or maybe Superman's just there for an appearance or something. Fearless, issue number 3, featuring Captain Marvel, Invisible Woman, Storm, Ms. Marvel, Hellcat, and Jubilee. I haven't started reading issue number 1 yet, but I feel like it's going to be a lot of fun. And then the last 2 really cool variant covers. Flash 79. I'm now, of course, we got a speed limit sign that's being ripped to pieces from the Speed Force, but Flash number 79. Who did this cover? Let's see. I am now a couple of issues because I finished Flash year 1, that arc, and then I haven't continued reading since then for some reason. This is Death and the Speed Force Part 4. And this variant cover is by Paolo Pantalena and Prianto. So there you have it. That's their names. Lots of P's. And then finally, Wonder Woman issue number 79, another Jenny Frison variant cover, which is just awesome. Awesome. So yeah, that's everything that I picked up this week. There's a whole bunch of other stuff that came out. And there's a couple of things that I was kind of tempted to get, but I realized now that I'm already getting way too many comics every week, and then I even added just a couple more. I think yeah, I think maybe I'll stop adding more unless it's like only like a 2 or 3 issue thing, which luckily I think 2 of the things that I that I asked for on final order cutoff were limited series of like only like 4 issues maybe, in addition to all the other stuff that I get. Anyway, so I'm looking forward to reading and getting caught up on back issues to be able to read all of these. Let me know which of these books that you picked up, which books you're excited for coming out real soon. There's one. What's the one that I thought was really cool? I don't know. The stuff coming out of House of X and Powers of X. All those books look really cool, but I'm not going to subscribe to all of them. I think I'm just going to do. I can't even remember the name of the book now, but X-Men, just straight up X-Men. I'll be subscribed to that, I believe. And then there's 3 other ones, but I'm only going to subscribe to one of them. I think it's like Marauders or something like that. But yeah, I really just need to read House 10 and Powers of 10 or X, whatever, before those start so that I'm like all caught up on it. But anyway, yeah, let me know which of these books you've been reading and which other books that I didn't mention that you would recommend checking out. Obviously, very heavy on the DC, and that will continue. Pretty much the only, I mean, I guess it still is a lot of Marvel that I've been getting, but it's less than the DC that I've been getting. Is the Deadpool, Amazing Spider-Man, but there's like 7 other Spider-Man titles. Ghost Spider, Invisible Woman, Fearless, Fantastic Four, and Captain Marvel. So I guess that is a lot of Marvel, but I guess that says a lot about how many DC books that I'm beginning. But yeah, let me know what you've been reading, what you'd recommend. If there's anything that's popped up on Comixology, let me know about that, especially since I'll be on a trip these next couple of weeks, a big trip, lots of going all around the place without having my actual comics with me. So if I do get some reading done, it'll be in Comixology or DC Universe. So yeah, send me some recommendations for all of that, despite all the back issues that I have to get caught up on anyway. By tweeting me at TIW Podcast, go to TIWpodcast.com for more reviews. If you enjoyed this episode or anything else on the site, please share some links with your friends. Subscribe on iTunes, Spotify, Stitcher, YouTube, wherever you like to listen. And stay safe out there in all the infinite multiverses so I can see you next time here on TIW Podcast. Bye.